What's going on, Madden fans? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Superstar X Factor abilities in Madden 20 gameplay, and we're going to be trying to dissect it. Now, if you have the Madden 20 beta, pretty much you've been able to see that there's over 50 Superstar X Factor abilities, and a lot of you guys are wondering, like, what's the real deal, dog? Like, who's going to be the really glitchy player that everybody's going to be using? And what happens is, when we first saw some of the gameplay at EA Play, most of us were like, yo, Patrick Mahomes is going to be that bomb, dog. Like, he going to be kind of ill. Then you get the beta, and then you go into franchise mode, and you start using other quarterbacks. You're like, yo, you know what? He's probably not that guy. Like, other than no look and whatever, like, it don't really matter. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the things and kind of fully explain it, because some of you guys have been asking me during streams, you know, in the comments, yo, G-Mike, can you kind of explain what's going on with these abilities? What do you think is going to influence Madden 20, like, in full? Is it really going to be about Patrick Mahomes, or can we pick any quarterback that we want? Now, let me explain certain things that's going on. Just like most of us thought, there's going to be a lot of differences in the way the quarterbacks play. Cam Newton doesn't even really have a lot that goes towards his passing. It's more about him being a trucking, big body quarterback the way that he is. Obviously, we know he was hurt, and he was doing a lot of throwing the ball into the ground. So some of you guys were like, yo, G-Maya, he doesn't even deserve a Superstar X Factor. Bruh, it's Cam Newton. He's a superstar. Of course he deserves a Superstar X Factor. Like, you think, how many quarterbacks in the league is doing what Cam Newton does? You know what I'm saying? So EA had to give him something, but it had to be favorable, because obviously the young man was hurt. Like, the dude's shoulder, he didn't even have a shoulder, dog. Like, his shoulder was out, like it was gone. Like, if you play in Minecraft and you kind of like erase his shoulder, it was gone, and everybody was mad that he couldn't throw the ball. Meanwhile, he's trying to play through the pain, but it's very difficult to do that. So, you know, those type of things, I understand some of you guys' frustration, and even with the fact that a lot of you guys, some of your main players don't even have an X Factor, and you guys are very upset about that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down some of the things that go on. Now, I was able to, you know, in franchise use Aaron Rodgers, and he has a Superstar X Factor ability where when you activate it, you can't throw an interception to the AI. All right, so look, this is how ill that is, right? If you're in the practice mode in the beta right now, like, guys, do that. If you have the beta still currently, because it's active until June 16th, 2019 at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you got until midnight to play it, right? When you play somebody that does not have user, that's going to benefit you a lot, because even if you make a Stevie, bro, like you throw a Stevie, it's not getting picked. And I tested it out to kind of see if it works. And remember, in practice mode, you can activate the Superstar X Factor ability, which is actually ill, because I did it with a lot of the wide receivers, Julio Jones, OBJ. Like, once they get activated, whatever their ability is, not only do they show it to you, they kind of show it to you like it's a screen where if you hold like the R trigger, it'll show you, like, you know, what the capabilities are and all that kind of stuff like that. But you could also look into their actual abilities inside franchise mode and see everything that they do. So that's also really good as well. So that's just giving you another example. Tom Brady being the field general, like, there's a lot of things with the Superstar X Factor abilities. You know, Aaron Donalds, you got a lot. The dude, was it Cameron Jordan? Who was the other guy? Khalil Mack. Like, these dudes have outrageous X Factor abilities. Now, look, this is the whole situation, right? Regardless of the Superstar X Factor ability that your player has, most of you guys are saying, all right, look, the game's going to be crazy, because once a dude gets into the zone, what am I going to do? What you're going to do is you're going to look at what makes him get out of the zone. So it's going to be your job to know what gets that player out of that Superstar X Factor ability. Once you see that his X is lit up in orange, your butt cheeks are about to get, listen, it's going to get crazy after that. So you have to then do whatever is needed to make him get out of that zone. All right? The running backs, like, yo, bro, Todd Gurley's just a straight goon. And I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. What is it? The first one on me, like that, when you get that glitchy first juke move and stuff like that, bruh, it's crazy, because what they do is they pretty much give you all the glitchiest animations from the past Maddens with the juke and the spins. So just put it like this, right? If you get in the zone with like Ezekiel Elliott or whatever, or you know, Todd Gurley, what's the other, Alvin Kamara, all these guys, right? Well, Alvin Kamara has satellite, but you know, like Ezekiel Elliott has it, Todd Gurley has it, a few other players have it, right? Where it's like first one's on me or whatever when they miss and it's like a crazy juke move, bruh. When you actually see it happen, it's crazy, but you have to work your way up to that. So this is the reason that I pointed out. In previous Maddens, you remember like in Madden 18, you could come out with Michael Vick and spin move the entire team and just do whatever you want, that's not going to happen anymore. The only way that you're going to be able to do certain things like that where it's like extremely glitchy is if you're able to build them up to that point. Like they have to get to that point in order to do it, which is so unbelievably, it's so, I think it's great for the game. Because even when I played head-to-head in the beta, which was, kind of nice, bro, like to see how, people were trying to come out and play the game exactly like it was Madden 19 and get completely dominated, it was unbelievably good. Like to see that the game was different. They couldn't just do whatever they wanted, and you see like the changes that are going to be coming in because now you have to be able to make a read. You see what I'm saying? If you run an RPO, put it like this, right? And I've already done this several times in head-to-head rank. I've thrown a pick on an RPO because I made the wrong read. I looked at the corner, thought he was in zone, he was in man, he dropped down, picked it. You see what I'm saying? Like the way that the game plays is different. So the reason that I point that out is it's very, very easy to take these players out of the zone. Once these players get into the zone, no matter what their ability is, you're gonna have a lot of issues. Like right now, you can see that his X is white. He can do that, the escape and all that stuff like that, because that's in his DNA. As long as you don't see that X lit up in orange, you're good to go. And that's the reason that I pause it. These things are in his DNA. So you can't be like, yo, G Maya, he did a no look from the start of the game, yo. Yeah, because that's in his DNA. He doesn't have to build up for that. But if he's trying to throw the ball 80 yards with bazooka, which somebody did to me in the beta, and I was like, yo, I had to laugh hysterically because I sent everybody and the dude did the right pass protection. And another thing that you guys have noticed is the release times with the quarterbacks. A lot of you guys are complaining about that, but I kind of like it because you got to remember something. Just think about it, right? If everybody had such fast releases, why was the tuck rule, why was that a big thing with Tom Brady? Why didn't he get the ball off? Because like, bro, sometimes you can't get, like, you have to do a motion. Now, sometimes it's super fast, like Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, Dan Marino. Like, I'm going to want to see how they do those players. Because Dan Marino had that dude right there, one of the fastest releases I've ever seen in my life. So if they do put Dan Marino in Madden 20 in Ultimate Team, and he throws the ball with that delay, then you guys, I want you guys to ream me. Like, yo, G Maya, see? If they do that and they don't give him his realistic release, I'm all with you. But for now, looking at the way that these guys throw the ball, even with the way that it's released, a lot of it has to do with how close the defense is on you and like the spacing. So it's realistic because you can't go through the process to throw the ball that fast if everybody is on you. So for those of you guys that are getting a lot of pressure in your face, you're like, yo, I can't throw the ball, G. I understand that. You're not supposed to be able to. That's what the point is. You know what I'm saying? But again, with certain players like Dan Marino, if that comes down to mud, remember that, and like I told you, I'm a man of my word, dog. I'm like the Joker in Batman The Dark Knight. Listen, if that happens, I will be the first to be like, yo, you guys are right. You know what I'm saying? The release is too slow, whatever. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. Because Dan Marino was like zippity zip, zip, zip. But remember, Tom Brady's release is not that fast. So for those of you guys that were using him and like, yo, G Maya, Tom Brady can't throw the ball fast enough. All right, bro, have you seen him, get ready to set and throw the ball? Like, bro, he takes his time, he gets ready to do it, and he releases it. It's not like it's automatic. He's not a zipper. Now, when I went into franchise mode and I experimented with certain quarterbacks, I told you guys, I'm not going to tell you which ones like really give you that fast release because you guys going to already have a step ahead of it, but I'll let you guys try to guess it in the comments which quarterbacks I'm talking about. There's a few of them that have very, very fast releases. But as you take a look at this, notice the space. There's nobody in front of Patrick Mahomes. He's not in the zone. There's nothing crazy going on. He's supposed to make this throw with that type of trajectory. He's supposed to be able to get that release off. He's supposed to be able to do all of these things that you're visibly seeing. But if he's sitting in the pocket and dudes is screaming, he's not going to be able to have that same release, which is what I wanted to make sure that I pointed out. So with all these abilities, all right, you got, like I told you, I spoke about the running back ability. The quarterbacks have some good abilities. When you look at the defenders have some really good abilities as well. You guys have to understand, every ability, superstar or just regular, okay, doesn't really matter. You have the ability to kind of, tone it down by what you do on the opposite side of the ball. So it's nothing that's gonna be like, yo, it's crazy OP, bro. I can't believe this is happening. You have the opportunity to change the outcome of every single play. But you're gonna have to understand this. I wanna point this out. This is a very, very huge thing that I'm about to say. If you guys do not have user, you need to finish out the rest of the year with Madden 19 usering everything. because Madden 20 is all about the user. If you are not usering the right defenders, you are going to get dotted into another galaxy, and somebody's gonna have to go find you, dog. Like, it's gonna be crazy. So I just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page with that. It is very important that you understand that. It is not going to be friendly for you if you are not user capable. So start doing that now. I got a couple tutorials for Madden 19, you know, how to intercept any pass. Search it on the channel. Start to see how to move around, because you're definitely gonna need to know how to do that stuff in Madden 20. It is very, very important, all right? So that's pretty much what I wanted to get out to you guys. Don't be scared about the Superstar X Factor abilities. Embrace it. It's gonna make the game a lot better. I promise you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love.